If you're a runner that's recently had an Achilles tendon injury and you're looking for the best initial exercises you can do to get fast recovery and get back to running as soon as possible, then you're going to want to watch this video because I'm going to show you the 5 best initial Achilles strength training exercises you can do to help your running. In this first exercise, I'm going to show you the essential piece of this exercise is doing what's called an isometric contraction. This means that your muscle isn't lengthening or contracting, it's staying in one specific length. That's super important because it helps reduce pain. Doing isometrics has been shown to decrease pain very quickly when you've initially had an injury, and it allows you to increase the activation of that specific muscle, primarily your calf and your soleus muscles. So let's dive into this drill. For this first drill, you're going to need a pretty strong band. I have a super band here. You can use multiple TheraBands, you can use a loop band. Just make sure it's pretty thick to give you good resistance for this drill. You're going to take the band and you're going to put it around the top of your foot, so around your forefoot, and then you're going to pull really tight back on that band. Then what you're going to do, you're going to keep your knee straight and you're going to press into that band without letting your foot collapse inward, without rolling it outward. Just press straight down into the band, pressure through your big toe and your forefoot, and push till you feel your calf contract, and you're going to hold. You're not going to do reps. You're just going to hold the position for 30 seconds to 1 minute. Now, you may feel a little bit of pain at the beginning of this drill. That's totally okay. Your pain will subside as you continue to do it. You want to do 3 to 5 repetitions of 1 full minute, keeping your calf fully contracted. The other way you can do this is with a bent knee. This will work your soleus muscle, the smaller muscle that sits behind your calf. So to do this, you're going to bend your knee a bit, and then you're going to do the same drill. You're going to press into the band with a bent knee. This will work your soleus muscle, a slightly different muscle than your calf. Same thing, 3 to 5 repetitions, 30 seconds to 1 minute. Again here guys, the isometric contraction is key because it helps decrease pain, which is your #1 goal after you first sustain an Achilles injury. Pain is going to be the thing that keeps you from running, the thing that keeps you from hiking and walking, even doing strength exercises in the gym. So lowering pain is your #1 goal. Additionally, the isometrics are key for redeveloping muscle activation, your brain's ability to access a muscle. You see, when we get injured, the tissue sends signals to stop using it. That's why you feel like you want to rest and let it heal. That's good maybe for a day or two, but then you got to kick it back on. You got to get it back ready to get back out into running. So the isometrics is the perfect initial exercise for Achilles rehab. The next best Achilles rehab drill when you first get injured is to train your soleus, also isometrically, but this time with additional weight. This is going to add load to the tendon. It's going to allow you to progressively work back into the loads necessary for running. So let's dive into this drill. You're going to need a chair and you're going to need a dumbbell. All right, so for this exercise, we have a dumbbell, pretty heavy, guys. You want to do probably 30 to 40 pounds if you can handle it. Again, whatever works from you. If it's 15, great. If it's 50, great. Just make sure it gives you a good amount of resistance for this drill. What you're going to do, you're going to be in a seated position. The weight is going to be at the far end of your thigh. And what you're going to do is you're going to hold that weight, be very careful, make sure it doesn't fall on your foot, and you're going to press all the way up into a calf raise position. Again, with a bent knee, this is going to work your soleus, the muscle underneath your calf, and you're going to want to hold this position. Again, you don't want your foot to roll out, you don't want your foot to roll in. You want your heel to push straight up over your big toe, and you want to hold in that position 30 seconds to 1 minute. Now, your calf and your soleus is going to start to burn. That's okay. You're going to feel probably a little bit of tightness, maybe a little pinching in your Achilles. That's also okay, because over time you're going to find that your pain will reduce in this position. Again, you're going to do 3 to 5 repetitions. Just make sure that you're not halfway or slightly into the calf raise. Go all the way up until your foot makes a perch and your arch muscle is engaged, and you'll feel it deep down here in the bottom part of your calf and right on your Achilles. So the first two exercises we did are perfect if you're in pain and you just got to reduce your pain prior to doing more running-based standing exercises. Guys, before we jump into the next exercise, we're going to get into standing. This is where it gets really fun. Before that, if you're enjoying the video and you're finding value, it means the world to me if you just hit like, subscribe, and just hit that notification bell to get more of my videos. The next progression in the initial Achilles rehab is standing isometric calf raises. So again, we want to stick with isometrics for pain relief and allow the tendon to redevelop after injury. So what you're going to do, you can hold on to a wall. You're going to rise up on both of your feet. Again, you're going to go as high as you possibly can. You don't want to go just a little bit or just halfway. You want to go all the way to the top of the range until you feel your calf engage. Once you're in that position, you're going to hold 30 seconds to a minute, 3 to 5 repetitions. For most of you, this will come with a little bit of pain. Again, that's okay. It's nothing to be alarmed about. Your pain will reduce over time, but you're also going to feel fatigue. You're going to feel your calves burning, and you might even feel your foot and ankle muscles really working to stabilize as you do the drill. If this is too easy for you with 2 legs, then you can make the transition to 1 leg by coming up on 2 legs here and then lifting 1 leg and holding the position. This is the best way to progress this drill. If you're not comfortable on 1 leg, you can rise on 2 legs with a backpack or some additional weight to provide the resistance you need to get value out of the drill. So the first 3 exercises we just did are perfect if you're in pain, perfect if you've just had an Achilles injury. The next couple drills I'm going to show you are the progressions. If your pain has started to decrease, it's starting to feel better, and you're ready for a challenge, these next drills incorporate movement, both concentric and eccentric muscle actions, and they're the best next progression to heal your Achilles and get out of pain for good. This next drill is a double leg calf raise. So this is a very familiar exercise, likely for most of you, but there's a key piece you want to remember. You're going to keep your feet slightly more narrow than shoulder width. You're going to rise up onto your toes, keeping your knees straight. That's key. Do not bend your knees. You're also going to make sure your feet don't flail out. They don't pronate inwards. They're going to stay directly facing forward. Now, the key part of this drill is the return from the original position. You want to slowly lower yourself back down to your heels, painfully slow. It's going to feel boring, that's okay, but that's the key part of the drill. You see, a lot of Achilles injuries happen when your heel is coming down to the ground. So you want to train that motion by going really slow. What this also does is it speeds the strength training portion of your rehab. Eccentric drills, which these are, the calf and Achilles is lengthening, these drills have been shown to increase muscle strength faster and produce more long-lasting results regarding pain relief, tendon stiffness, meaning its ability to absorb load, and its ability to reduce injury. So going real slow, you're going to do 3 sets of 15 repetitions. That may seem like a lot for you. Work up to that if you can't get there, but 3 sets of 15 is a goal, and you want to do them each day. Your calf is a big, strong, powerful muscle. Use it because it's going to really help you running up hills, increasing your running speed, and with injury prevention. Hey runners, if that last drill was too easy, feel free to use a backpack, throw on some additional weight to give yourself the tension you need to feel like you're getting a good workout. Don't be hesitant about doing that, just go slow, 5 pounds at most as a progression per week you're doing the drill. The final drill I'm going to show you today, we're going to move from 2 legs to 1 leg. Running is a single leg sport, so it's vital that you train your Achilles to operate well and be strong in single leg positions. So for this last drill, it's going to start exactly the same as it did before. Feet slightly more narrow than shoulder width. You're going to rise up onto the ball of your foot. Don't flail your ankles. Once you're in this position, this is where the drill changes. You're going to shift your weight to 1 leg. Do not let your heel fall. So if you're up on 2 and you shift and you drop, that you don't want to do. So you want to start 2 legs, shift. Don't let your heel drop. Work really hard. And then slowly lower your heel down to the ground. So these are single leg eccentrics. This is really going to train your Achilles and your calf to respond well to running specific actions. These are difficult, so work your way up to doing 2 to 3 sets of 10 to 15 repetitions on both sides. Again, if it's easy, you can add weight. My guess is it won't be. Hopefully you can work your way up there. As you develop this ability, your Achilles will get strong. It'll be able to handle high loads, allowing you to run the mileage you want. All right, runners, so those are the 5 initial essential strength drills I would do to get out of pain and rebuild your Achilles to be able to handle any mileage, any speed you want as a runner. All right, if you yourself have dealt with an Achilles injury and you have questions, drop a comment below. I read and respond to all of them. I would love to help answer your question. Hey guys, on the screen here, you're gonna see a couple other Achilles rehab videos that I think would be great progressions once you get through these drills when you're ready for more challenge and more running specific Achilles rehab. Guys, until next time, train smarter and perform better.